Hey YouTube. So today I have for y'all the story time about the time I met my boyfriend's girlfriend. Now if you guys want to watch this story time, just continue watching so we can just get right into it. So this happened recently. Like this happened this school year. So as you guys know, this is my first year in college. So when I got here, I met this guy. We can call him Don. And so, like, me and Don, like, we started dating. Okay, so when me and Don, like, before me and Don started dating, like, you have that, like, that talking period, and you're, like, trying to get to know each other, and you might ask some questions about each other's past. He was actually the first one to ask me, like, had I ever cheated in a relationship? And me being who I am, I answered honestly. I said no, because I haven't. And I'm like, have you? And he's like, I cheated one time on this girl, but that's because I didn't want to be with her anymore, and all this blah blah blah. I ain't want to be with her no more. I ain't look at her the same way, all this other stuff. And then we broke up and all this blah blah. So I'm thinking, okay, he being honest. Like, there's no reason for him to lie to me. Like, it's not like we together. So, whatever. He said it only happened one time. Like, at least he's being honest. Giving him the benefit of the doubt. So, I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. So, then he's like, who is your ex? Stuff like that. And he actually happened to, I don't know why he asked me that, but he did happen to know my ex. And I'm like, okay, you know my ex. Who your ex? We're going to call her Tiara. Her name was Tiara. And yeah, like, we still cool, but we don't talk like that no more and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, whatever, because me and all of my exes are still cool. So I didn't think nothing about it. Me just being the naive person and honest, trusting person that I am, because I'm thinking there's no reason for him to lie to me, because I'm not a liar, so why would anyone else lie to me? When we had first came down here, one of my friends from high school had came down here too. She ended up transferring from my high school, and she ended up going to his high school, so she knew who he was. So we were talking about something, and I had mentioned his name. I'm like, oh, Don, blah, blah. And she like, Don what? And then I said, like, his full name, and she was like, oh yeah, like, he be cheating on his girlfriend all the time. And I was like, girlfriend, what you mean? Especially since, like, me and him was talking and he said he was single. So I'm like, what? So when something like this happens, I can't let it go. So my friend who had went to the school with me and had came down and visit, she was like, oh, she went to this high school, which was not the high school I went to, but the high school that my best friend who lived down the block from me went to, because I went to a private school, she went to public school. So the girl went to the public school. So I text my best friend, I'm like, who is this girl? And I just tell her name. Tiara is a basic black girl name. Like, it could be anybody. So she was like, I don't know. So then I asked him about it, because I'm trying to be mature. I asked him about it, and he was like, I don't date nobody. And before we had started really talking heavy and got together, he was just like, people are gonna talk. Like, they've always talked like stuff about me and had stories. I'll always come to you, stuff like that. So he's like, see, I told you this was gonna happen. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe he right. Okay, cool, whatever. Okay, at least he being honest, because he did tell me that he used to date this girl. So maybe my friend is only doesn't know that they are not together anymore, something like that. Giving him the benefit of the doubt. So we dating like a good 2.5 months go by. So one time we was like chilling in his room or something like that, and I saw his phone ring, and it had said like T or something like that, basically short for like Tiara. And he like look at it and just flip it over. I guess he didn't think I saw it. So I'm like, well, whatever. And then another time he was at my room, and then his phone had rang, and he's like, can you hand me my phone? So I just handed it to him. I didn't look at it or nothing. But then, like, remember that, because it's gonna come back later on in the story. So then I was at his room, and I'm looking in a drawer, and I see pictures of him and this girl. Oh, I meant to tell y'all that another time I was in his room, I was like cleaning something, because I was basically like a wife. So I was like cleaning something. I was looking through the drawers and I found a guest pass from over the summer that had his ex's name on it, like Tiara, whatever her last name was. So I texted my best friend. I'm like, I found out her name. Wish my friend sent me pictures of her. Not pictures of her, but like showed me her social media. And I'm like, okay. Alright, now I know what she looked like. So when I was looking at his drawer and I saw the pictures, I'm like, okay, this is him and her. It didn't look recent. It looked old. So I'm like, I saw pictures of you and your girlfriend. Why his whole body stiffened when I say that? He stiffened. His voice got deep as hell. Like he just got caught. He like, what are you talking about? What girlfriend? I just saw the pictures. Like, you know, I'm still playing. Because I'm just like, whatever. I'm just like, I just saw the pictures of like you and your ex in the drawer. Like, and he was like, oh. He's like, that's old or something like that. And I was like, okay, whatever. But then I was just like, are y'all still cool? Because I'm asking him, are they still cool to see? Because me and my ex is still cool. We still text each other every now and then just to check up on each other. Like, we might call each other once again just to catch up. Because I'm just like that with my exes. Like, I don't have any bitterness towards you. So we could be friends. We could be cool. So I'm just like, if that's how you are with your exes too, that's cool. So I'm like, are y'all still cool? And he goes, no, he said, we on like a high-by basis. Like, and then he said, we on a high-by basis. Like, she just like, you asking because you saw that she called me the other day. He's talking about when I had handed him his phone, someone had called. I didn't see who called because I didn't look. He was like, you talking about when she had called me the other day. She was calling me because she had went out of town. And she was calling me to let me know she made it in safely. Now, in my head, I'm thinking, why is your ex calling you to let you know that she got in safe? But, you know, it's cool, whatever, because maybe y'all have that type of cool relationship, even though y'all on a high-by basis. Everything not adding up. Basically, y'all as viewers are seeing that nothing's adding up. So I'm like, okay, whatever. He's like, nah, like she's talking to other dudes. I have you and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, okay, you're right. And so like he wasn't a bad boyfriend. Like, he would pick me up from work all the time. We would go on dates. Like, all his friends knew me as his girlfriend. He'll be on FaceTime with all his friends. Show me to his sister. All stuff like that. Like, he wasn't no bad boyfriend. It wasn't like he was like really hiding me. So it was kind of like, you're right. Whatever. So it was like no skin off my shoulder. That happened. And then, so I guess like another month had gone by or something. And me and him had just got into it like in the morning or something like that. Over something. I forgot what happened. But I was like upset about something. But it wasn't nothing like that deep or that serious. So I was already like not feeling it. Like, I don't like being into it with the person who I like. Because it's like, I just would rather us be on good terms. So I just wasn't feeling it. Like, I wasn't like, it just wasn't sitting well with me. Like, that whole day, it just was not right. So I'm laying in the floor listening to music. Meanwhile, it's sad music. My roommate's probably like, what the hell's wrong with her? So I'm listening to all this sad music. And I'm texting my best friend while I'm at it. And I check my emails frequently. Just to let y'all know. Like, I'm always checking my emails because, first off, important information comes to my emails. My mom emails me because she works on the computer all day. So she'll email me before she'll text me. So I always check my emails for that. Also, because stores are always having sales and you get them through your email, the coupons. So I always check my emails. So as y'all know, like, Twitter notifications come to your email. So I'm checking my email and I see that Tiara had like followed me on Twitter. I know you, but you don't know me. So why are you following me? So I screenshot it and I sent it to my best friend who went to school with her. And she was like, that's weird. Like, my best friend, she always like, she's on it for everything. She's like, so why she following you? That means they must be still together and all this other stuff. Because she already like wasn't feeling him too much. I'm just like, why? So I get on Twitter and it says that she wasn't following me, so therefore she followed me and unfollowed me. So I'm like, why are you lurking on my page unless you're trying to find something, you know who I am, something like that. So I'm just like, it's not sitting right. So I'm sitting here, I'm texting my best friend, like, I'm gonna ask him about it, all this other stuff, because he's playing it and all this stuff. So as I'm texting her, one of my roommates, both my roommates my best friend, but the one who lives in the immediate room with me, she's like, where are you? It's an emergency. So she's never sent me a message like that. So I'm up at the bathroom within 3 seconds, like, what's going on? So, because at first when I walked out the bathroom, it was really dark, and I'm thinking it's a fire drill, that's the emergency, and I was in the shower during the fire drill, so I'm about to panic. But then she comes out the room, so I'm like, it's cool, okay. And she's just like, because I had been telling her about Tiara too, like the little things I was finding, all this other stuff. And so she's like, you know that girl Tiara, she's on the phone with our other roommate. What? So everything is just like, y'all know that Mr. Krabs meme? That's how it felt. What the hell? So I'm like, what you mean? She's like, she's on the phone with Mika thinking it's you. And I'm like, let me talk to her. Let me speak to her. Cause like, first off, I'm not finna hide, cause first off, he's my boyfriend. So whatever, what the fuck. So I'm like, hello. She's like, hello. Like she didn't come off as mean. She didn't come off as rude or like trying to come at me or nothing like that. She was just like, hello. And I'm like, you're Tiara. Your name's Tiara, right? And she's like, yeah. You said you Don's girlfriend, right? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, I'm Don's girlfriend too. And I'm like, we've been dating for a long time. And then she was like, how long y'all been dating for? I'm like, it's been like 4, almost 5 months. Like, we've been dating for a long minute. And she was like, when you say dating, do you mean like y'all talking? Or do you mean like, I'm like, no, dating is in, I'm his girlfriend, he's my boyfriend, dating. Like, we're dating. Everyone knows we're dating. At first she sounded like stumped. She's like, oh. And I was like, yeah, I was like, I had a feeling this was gonna happen, because I just had a feeling like something was going on. She's like, I'm coming out there to see him right now. And I'm like, but what? I was like, okay, well, he about to get out of practice, so let's go meet him then. And she's like, oh, okay, well, yeah, we can meet him when he get out of practice and stuff like that. So I'm like, all right, cool. She's like, I'm gonna tell you when I'm about to pull up. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm rushing to get my hair done, because I told y'all I just washed my hair, so my hair is wet, needs to be blow dry, flat iron, all that. So I'm like, I'm not about to go over there looking like no bum girl. Like, no, that's not that. So I'm rushing to get my hair done, all this other stuff. My roommate's like, oh my god, like, this wild. I always react off impulse, which is such a bad thing. So I call my mom, and I'm like, mama, guess what? And she's like, what? And I'm like, this girl, Don's ex, coming out here right now, all this other stuff. She's saying she's still his girlfriend, all this stuff. Yeah. My mama like, really? My mama like, don't go over there acting crazy, don't act no fool, all this other stuff and stuff like that. She's like, stay classy, blah blah blah. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna call you when I get done. So we like almost done with my hair. Tiara calls me back like, yo, I'm here, I'm with him. No, I thought we was gonna pull a fast one on him, like we was finna come up in there together, like, look, we here, we met each other clearly. No. So Tiara goes and tells him. So she's texting him like, oh, who Michaela, who this, blah blah blah. So she done told the secret that we done met and talked and everything. I'm just like, girl, we could have caught him in the action. Oh my god. But whatever, I don't even care. I knew it because he texted me like, you've been talking to Tiara. How would he know I know a Tiara? Ain't none of my friends named Tiara. So whatever. So I'm like, yeah, because I'm not about to lie. I'm not a liar. So I'm like, yeah. And he ain't text me back. So then she called me. She's like, yeah, I'm with him right now. Where you at? I'm like, I'm still in my room. Meanwhile, I got the key to his room, because like, say if I was over there or something, and he left before me. He would give me the key to lock the door, and I would keep it the whole day, and I'll bring it back to him. So I have the key to his room, so they not getting in the room without me there. So she like, okay, cool. And then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna be over there in a minute, because I'm not about to rush over there if my hair ain't done. So I'm fixing my hair, and then so I tell my friends, I tell Meek and Janae, I'm like, look, y'all gotta come with me, because she said I'm about to pull up. I don't know if she pulling up with her whole squad and stuff, you know, like they not gonna jump me. What? So they like, all right, cool, we down. So we go over there, and it's just her and him. So they leave off. So I don't even think she realized that they were with me. So they leave off and go to the lounge, and then she's like, do you have the key to the room? And I'm like, yeah. And she turned and go, Don, I thought you said she ain't had a key. So this nigga still lying. So I'm like, yeah, I got the key. So I go over there and open it, because shoot, that's my room too. So then she like, do you have a cheetah print pillow? I'm like, yeah. And she like, oh, Don, you know she got a cheetah print pillow? Because he had this picture on Instagram of him laying in my bed, but he was like laying on my pillow. What boy you know got a cheetah print pillow? None. So I guess she had been asking about that, and he was lying, so whatever. So we up in the room, all three of us just sitting there. I don't have nothing to say. Like when I had first got off the elevator, I just looked at him, because it was nothing I could say. I'm just like, I've been a great girlfriend to you, so why would you, how could you? I've done nothing. She's probably done nothing. Why? That's my only question. So so we up in the room, all three of us. She just like, I only invited you here to see if he was gonna lie to me, and since he didn't, I'm gonna leave now, so deuces. So she just turned around and left, just walked out the room, and I'm just sitting there like, and then I turned to him and I'm like, so that's your girlfriend? And then I just shook my head and I'm walking out. And then, oh my God, y'all. So as I'm walking out the room, guess what this nigga said? He go, wait. And I turn around. He go, no hug? I must have choked. I said, the fuck? Hell no, you're not getting no hug. He's such a stupid ass nigga. Oh my God. So he like, come here, just let me talk to you. Let me talk to you. Just let me say something to you. I'm like, alright, whatever. Because whatever you have to say, there's nothing you can say to explain this. So I'm just sitting there. I'm leaning up against the desk. He like, just hold on 1 second. So meanwhile, I don't know where Tiara went, but he walks out the room too. He goes across the hall because his friend live across the hall, and I'm thinking he finna go tell his friend, look, yo, I just got caught up. That's the only reason why he was going over there. He like, hold on. So he walks across the hall. I'm sitting up in there. I don't know why I stayed up in there, but I did. And then Tiara walked back in, and she like, where he go? And I'm like, I don't know, he just walked out. And she's about to walk out too. And I'm like, I have questions. So I'm just like, you said y'all been dating for how long? How long y'all been dating? So me and her up in there talking now. And then he walked back in, because she had said they were dating since like freshman year, and they broke up sophomore year, got back together junior year. All of high school, basically, off and on, all of high school. So I'm like, y'all been dating for like 3 years? And he was like, no. And then I turned and look at her like, what the fuck? I just asked him a question. He said no. So what you got to say? And she like, so she says, we were dating all this. So then they start bickering and arguing, and I'm just like, but I had to shut it down real quick. I'm like, but the bottom line is, you told me you wasn't dating nobody. And he said this, but when he said this, I just felt like a big like shade of like goofy fall over me. Like I just felt so stupid when he said that, and I'm just like, so he goes and say, that's because I wasn't dating nobody when we got together, because they were at an off stage. And I was like, you know what, you're right. So then I just get my brush, because I always kept a brush over there just in case I need to brush my hair. I get my brush out the thing and I'm walking out. She goes, "That's your brush too." And I'm like, "Yeah." So clearly she's been down here to our school and she's been in his room to know that I have a brush, to know that there's a brush in the drawer. So I'm just like, I just leave. And I call my friends. They were just in the lounge. So then we all just got in the elevator and go. And I was just mad. I mean, I wasn't mad. Like, I was just more confused. Like, what? Like, we have been dating for so long. So I just didn't understand. And I mean, like, she wasn't ugly. She wasn't ugly. She was pretty too. So I'm just like, what was your thought process? You thought that you could have two girlfriends and you thought that shit was gonna fly? Like, how did you think you was about to, like, juggle that? What, like, how? So I left. We had went back to our room and stuff like that. And yeah, he came back that night to talk to me. He like whip open the door, my face still, and he's like, "Can we please just talk? Can I just talk to you? Can I explain myself?" Blah, 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 blah. Like, so I'm like, okay, cool, sure. Because at this point, I'm at a point where I can't care. Like, this is just, like, you've been lying for too long. So it's like, what can I do? Nothing. So I'm just like, whatever you have to say, like, it's not going to make sense. It's not going to make up for anything. So, sure, let's just hear what you have to say. Let's hear what lies you have next. So we go. He like, "Can we sit in the lounge?" I'm like, "Nah, I don't want to be anywhere alone with you. We can sit right here on these benches by the elevator and talk." So he's sitting there and he just looks stupid because there's nothing he could say. Like, he don't have nothing to say. So he was like, "To be honest, like, I don't have anything to say. There's no explanation. Only thing I can say is that I'm honestly sorry," and all this other stuff. Blah, 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 blah. And he was like, "I didn't think this was going to happen." And I said, "What did you think was going to happen? What did you think was going to happen?" And when the type of person I am, when I get mad, like, my remarks be so quick. And they be so snappy, so fiery. And it's just like, I will make you feel stupid. So he keep talking to me, and everything he said I had to come back for, because I'm like, "You're selfish. You didn't think about how this was going to affect me. You didn't think about how this was going to affect her. You didn't think about what was going to happen if you got caught. What if we met each other? All this other shit. Like, you didn't think about none of that. You just wasn't thinking at all. You was just doing stupid stuff. Like, what made you think that was going to fly? What made you think you was going to juggle two girls? You wanted your cake and you wanted to eat it too. So what the fuck?" Like, there's nothing. He was like, "We wasn't even talking. Like, me and her, we weren't talking. Like, I got pressured into dating her again, and her friend called me, and they pressured me, and then, like, I was like, so if you was dating her, that made me the fucking sad bitch, right?" I said, "Who the fuck was a sad bitch? I was a side bitch. I was your side bitch." And then he was like, "Why the fuck would you even say that when you are not a side bitch? I was taking her. Who did I call every night? Who did I FaceTime every night? Who was I with every day? Who did I come get from work? Who was I taking on dates? La la la, walking to go get cookies with them all in the morning. La, la, la." I can't say shit to that because it was true. He was just like, "I just want to know if we can move forward past this, and if we could ever, like, work on it and stuff like that." And I was just like, today I'm not at a point where I can give you that answer because I'm too upset and angry. So, long story short, I know y'all probably like, "Michaela, don't get back with his stupid ass. He's stupid. All he gonna do is lie again. La la la." Well, y'all are fucking right. But my stupid ass, we ended up getting back together. And then we ended up breaking up again. Not over him cheating, because he didn't cheat on me again. But it's because we broke up again over some other stuff. But it didn't have nothing to do with no girls. So, yeah. But that is my story on how I met my boyfriend's girlfriend. Sorry if that was just really long, because honestly that situation was a lot. I still remember how I felt during the entire time. And it's like, because a feeling like that won't go away when someone who you are honestly putting all your energy into, you thinking this shit working, y'all have been dating monogamously for months now, just to find out that he's had this girlfriend from back home the whole time. That's why I'm single now. Well, ladies, as you guys see, all the signs was there that he was cheating. If all the signs are there, please, ladies, don't be naive like me. Don't give people the benefit of the doubt. Like, honestly, they don't deserve it no more. Like, this is 2016. Like, you be up front or just get gone. Yeah. That story was so wild. But if y'all like this story time, like, comment, and subscribe. Also, I just want to say this story time is completely authentic. Everything is real about it. Only thing that's not real are names. Tiara and Dawn are made up names. You can ask anybody, Janae, Mika, anyone about this story because it's so true. So yeah, y'all just let me know what y'all want to hear, what you want to see, and yeah. Alright, bye y'all. Thanks for watching my video.